Hi there, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to install Apache web server on Ubuntu. Here are the steps we will perform for installation. First step would be to update the system. Second step would be to install Apache. Third step would be to enable and start the Apache service. And final step would be to access default Apache page to make sure installation is successful and everything is working as expected. For this demo, I am using Ubuntu 22, but you can also follow these steps on all those Linux distributions where we can use apt or apt-get to install packages. For instance, here are some of those Linux distributions where you can follow the same sequence of steps to install Apache. I have already covered Ubuntu, but you can follow the same sequence of steps on Debian, Linux Mint, Pop! OS, Kali Linux, Zorin OS, Parrot, and Deepin. Now let's head to the terminal screen and perform installation steps one by one. The first step is to update the system. Okay, system is updated successfully. Now let's move on to the next step, which is to install Apache. Let me clear the screen. Okay, it has been installed. Next step is to enable the Apache service. Sudo systemctl enable Apache 2. So the service name in Ubuntu is Apache 2. Okay, it has been enabled. The purpose of enabling the service is to make sure the service starts automatically at boot time. If we enable the service, we will not have to start it manually after we restart the system. By default, the service is not running. Let's check its status first. Okay, the service is running. I did not have to start it, but if you see that the service is not running, then you can run this command to start the service. The final step is to access the default Apache page. Let me use the curl command for that. Curl command with I option followed by localhost. Okay, so I'm getting the 200 OK status. That means the installation is successful. When we use the I option, curl sends a head request to the server, which returns only the headers of the response without returning the body of the response. Now let's send a GET request to show the default Apache page. Without any options, curl sends a GET request. No, we will send the GET request. Okay, so it is returning the HTML of the default Apache page. Let's also send the GET request on the public IP address that is attached to this machine. To get the public IP address, I can again use the curl command. Curl ifconfig.me. This is the public IP address of my machine. Let's hit this IP. Okay, so it is also showing that same page. Since I have rented this virtual machine from AWS, I do not have the GUI available. That's why I am hitting this default Apache page from my terminal. Now, let's copy the public IP address of this machine and hit it from my local system's browser, and it should show the default Apache page. Okay, by default, Apache runs on port 80. That's why I did not have to specify the port here. But if you configure it to use some other custom port, then you will need to specify the port as well, like this. Okay, I can see the default Apache page. Installation is successful. I hope you are able to install it. If there are any issues, you can add a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.